Hey guys, it's Gary from Screams and Thrills here. We're back on the town moor in Newcastle today. There's not even been a full day and we're back over already, and there's been a lot more changes happening, a lot more rides pulled on, a lot more rides starting to set up. Just to give you a quick rundown of rides that have pulled on. We've had a ghost train pull on, we've had another Miami pull on, Insania, and we've had rides pull into position. We've had Robinson's Dodgem pull into position. We've had AB Danter's Air starting to set up. And we've also had Apollo 13 pull on site as well. So yeah, we'll have a quick look around, see what we can see and see what's happening. So as you can see here, we've got a ghost train pulled on, and the Miami that we seen yesterday to the side here is starting to get set up, which we have discovered is Miami Trip 3. And then as we spin around, we've got the balloon ride that we seen yesterday, that's set up. And off to the side here we've got AB Danter's Air being set up. This looks like it's going to be the bottom end of the Hoppins. Similar position to what it was in last time. And off to the side here as well, we've got Insania, which we'll try and get a better view of that as we walk around. So on the other side of that is Apollo 13 as well. As we walk down, we've got the Jamaica Extreme XXL Miami, which is one of the biggest Miamis in the UK. We've got Robinson's Dodgems pulled into position by the looks of it as well here. There seems to be a lot of Robinson's rides here this year. So we'll have a... This looks like it's going to be possibly one of the main routes. And off to the side here we've also got a roundup. Vortex roundup just behind Ice Jet. Ice Jet's still yet to make a massive move. So we've got another fun house pulled on as well, not too sure which one that one is. And you've got AB Danter's Wild Mouse. That's near enough set up now. It's just got the last few bits, like the walkways etc. to put on. To the right here we've got a folded down Ice Jet. It's hard to believe how big that ride actually is when it's folded out, considering it compacts into such a small space. So yeah, it looks like we've got another ride being set up here. Not too sure what this ride is at the moment, but looks like we're towards the back of it, so we'll see more when we get round to the front. We've got AB Danter's Starflyer in the background as well. That's pretty much all set up now. It's got its swings on it, which it didn't yesterday. The middle was still folded up. It's all folded down now. Seats attached. Big wheel looks pretty much complete now as well. And as we move off around to the side, we've got Terence Reeves' Magic Circus Funhouse, one of the biggest fun houses travelling in the UK, I believe. And something that was here last year, S&D Leisure with their bar. So this is the ride that we saw the back of. which we're just trying to figure out which ride it is.
I'm sure that is Emma.
And it would appear to be XXL, as you can see just in the middle there, the nameplate XXL, which is a giant KMG style freakout. And let's just say that is going to be one tall ride, considering that's not even half built up yet. And off to the side here we've got AB Danter's City Star Flyer, which I believe is a 200-foot Starflyer. We were on that last year at the Hoppins. As far as Starflyers go, it's not a bad little Starflyer.
And this year we'll have GoPro footage.
And in front of us here we've got the pay box for XXL. Some lovely artwork. And up on the top there, just to confirm it, XXL check-in. So we'll have a little wander down, see what else is happening down towards the big wheel.
Some sizable generator that.
Got the power unit for Starflyer. Danter attractions. We've got, looks like Crow's Extreme to the side here. And we have our first remnants of Crash Test. First pass of Crash Test coming on site now, which is another spinning coaster. There's rumoured to be 3 spinning coasters this year, which is Wild Mouse, Magic Mouse and Crash Test. Motor unit for the lift hill, and next to it we've got Robinson's Tagada, which is right next door to Robinson's new Waltzer. And just here we've got Dane Crow's Exciter, still yet to be set up, but it's in position. You can tell when a ride's in position because they'll be on the blocks and starting to level them out now. Once you see a ride that looks a bit like this, you know it's in the correct position. So as we can see here, the big wheel is pretty much all set up now. Looks like just some finishing touches to the bottom. By the Giant Wheel Company. rumoured to be one of the tallest travelling Ferris wheels. So we have another ride pulled on here, which we believe to be a Dodgems, possibly Crows. Again, in position, just not set up yet. So pulling on, we've got Robinson's Sizzler. So far Robinsons seem to have a Dodgems, a Sizzler, a Tagada, a Walters,
Miami,
and a Miami. That's a lot of rides. So just going to see where Robinson's Sizzler is going. Does indeed seem to be coming towards this way. Hopefully we're not too much in the way. Now I wonder if that's their new Sizzler that they got, because they did get a brand new PWS Sizzler. And also pulling on here, looks like another coaster. Now this could be Magic Mouse, or it could be Crash Test. And pulling on just behind, off in the distance, there is Stuart Robinson's and Sons Dodgems. They're the cars for the Dodgems. Also, we've seen the main trailer for the Dodgems pull on yesterday, which is what we showed earlier down the bottom end. This is the wagon with the cars on for them Dodgems. Most Dodgems, the cars come in a separate wagon to the track. So right down on the bottom, parked up, we have got part of the Crash Test roller coaster. The trailer that we've seen pulling in with what looked like roller coaster track on, which we thought might be Magic Mouse, I'm starting to now think maybe part of Crash Test, because if you look at the supports and the track, they are the same. So yeah, I believe that is part of Crash Test. So parked up right at the gates, we have a wagon with a generator on the back of it, and we also seem to have some roller coaster cars. Could that be Crash Tests? So far this is your view of the Hoppins as it stands at the moment. So as you can see, it currently is smaller, but there's still quite a lot to come. But as you can see, it is moved over a bit. Last year it was more over towards that way, spread out. It's now more confined over to this side due to ground conditions from last year. So we're on the side path now, and you can see more of the front of some of the rides. So you've got the front of the Starflyer there, with the pay box on the bottom and the op box on the top. Off to the side you've got the XXL. Off in the distance you've got Terence Reeves' Magic Circus Funhouse. We come further around. You've got Air now with the counterweight on the top. Our plan is to walk down this side path. So walk down this side path and then around back end to come around back to roughly where we started, but then down the opposite side, if that makes sense. There was a lot more on site today than what there was yesterday, and a lot more action taking place today than what there was yesterday, which, when you consider how long's left until the Hoppins opens, which is about a week, they're going to have to pretty much be all hands on deck and get the majority of these rides up, especially some of the bigger ones that needs heavy machinery such as cranes and etc. to be on site. There is some rides which we know are coming but aren't here yet because they're elsewhere, such as, for example, Atmosphere. That's coming to the Hoppins, but currently that's at the Download Festival, so obviously they've got to finish up there, pull down there, and then come straight over to here. Along with the Reverse Bungee, which is also owned by Stanley Reeves. And we've got our first ride test, which is Vortex, the roundup. You can see that test in there. It's the first ride that we've actually seen testing, which would suggest that that's probably the first ride that's actually fully set up. But it is one of the more simpler rides to set up. And you can see here as well, IceJet. Judging by the positioning that IceJet is, I would say you're going to enter IceJet from this side. So there'll be a walkway in front of there, and you've got Miami Trip 3's now got its backboard up, so we'll have a wander around that way and have a quick look at that. Still no movement on the Jamaica Extreme XXL Miami. And you've got Insania again facing towards this pathway. And we've got more movement with Air. And coming up to the left of Air here is Apollo 13, which is a new ride for the Hoppins this year, and I believe hasn't been in the country for very long. I believe it's a returning ride to the country, I believe. I think it's been out of the country and came back. So this is one of the first outings, I think it's about the second or third outing Apollo 13 has had in the UK. As you can see on the side here, it used to be, I believe that's German, I believe. And there's the old Facebook page for it. But it is now owned by John Bagnall Jr. And it is certainly a very big booster, considering it comes in on 3 trailers. So you can see here one of the arms, which is a 4-seat back-to-back arm, so it's 8 per arm. You can see some of the theme in there as well. And to the side here we've got AB Danter's Air, which is being set up with the arms, seats on. I would say Air's probably about 80% set up. It's just got the platform really left to set up. And off to the side here as well, we've got some more food stalls. And a better view of the Bavarian Funhouse, which, if you've seen our vlog from the Hartlepool Valentine's Fair, that's the same funhouse that was at that. So you can see at the side here the signage for Air, very unique signage. So down this end last year was more of your fortune tellers and some food stalls and some more smaller juvenile rides. It seems the whole Hoppins has shifted down now, so you've got more of your thrill rides down this way. Just zooming through this gap here, you can see some more theming for Apollo 13 off in the distance. The spaceman, astronaut, with the 2 arms of the booster there, both have 8 seats on each, so it looks like 16 seats in total, if my maths is correct. Just a quick look at the Bavarian Funhouse while we pass. Doesn't look like it's completely set up, but it's, the majority of it's there. But you find that with a lot of rides, they tend to set most of it up and then just do finishing touches later on. So the ghost train that we've seen parked up looks like it's found its spot and is now got a set up in place. And you can get a better view of Apollo 13 now from here. One of the tallest boosters in the UK. Again, you've got Insania. We've been on that Miami before. And you've got Juvenile's balloon ride. And we're pretty much back to where we began. There does seem to be some work getting done to the Jamaica Extreme, but not much. So now we're going, I believe, to have a little wander down the other side and see what angles we can get from there. So you can see here now we've got Miami Trip 3. We went on that last year at the Hoppins. It was very good Miami, that one. I do prefer that style of Miami where you've got the individual restraints rather than one long bar that comes across. Still no movement on the Robinson's Dodgems just yet. Also no movement on the what looks to be the ice maze. Which I believe is a type of mirror maze style funhouse type attraction. Just a quick one off to the side here, we've got some of the wagons from Dante's parked up. And it's not very often you see a showman with their own cranes. But it would appear Dante's Attractions has two, it would appear. Another angle of Miami Trip 3. Like I say, a little bit of movement on the Jamaican Extreme XL Miami, but not much. Another view of Davy Dante's Wild Mouse. And off to the side here we've got a funhouse. Not too sure what funhouse or whose funhouse that is. Might be a clue somewhere on the vehicle cab, maybe. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Chadwick's Funhouse. as we can see there on the side. Also sporting the Showman's Guild emblem as well, showing that they're a member of the Showman's Guild. Some more food stalls, and over here we have Terence Reeves Magic Circus Funhouse, one of the largest funhouses in the UK, and I believe it's fairly new to Terence as well. I don't think he's owned it for that long. So you can see here a lot of the work that's being done. Still lots to put in place. And we've got the light signs, Magic Circus. So to the side here we have the Moose Bar making a return, which is by S&D Leisure. S&D Leisure is also the people who operate Atmosphere and the Reverse Bungee, which is Stanley Reeves. It's their like leisure side of the business, so like their food and drink side of things. So that wraps up our visit today to the town moor in Newcastle for the build-up of the Hoppings. Quite a lot going on now. We were planning on only coming down every other day or leaving a few days and then coming down, but to be fair, the amount that's happening, and that's happened within the last 24 hours, or less than 24 hours really, I think we're going to try and head on back over tomorrow and see what else is pulled on, set up, and just see how things are progressing. So look out for our new video coming out tomorrow, and if you've enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, leave any comments you may have below. All comments are welcome, and see you in the next one.